This is Lori from Acid King, and you're watching TBS. Look at myself as a pioneer, I guess, but the influences, I think in my life are what helped create the sound, which I guess perhaps other bands try to emulate. When I started the band, it was based on being influenced by a lot of those bands, Hawkwind, Caius, Melvins, and so I look at the influences that I had, and that's how the sound of Acid King came about, by a mix of history, by my classic rock upbringing, sub pop, Mudhoney, Screaming Trees, all of that kind of stuff played a role in how Acid King sounds. So it's hard for me to say the quality of bands now versus then. I have been using a Marshall stack, the same head, the same cabinets, the same Les Paul, and the same, well, I should say I didn't have the little big muff to begin with. I got that probably a couple of years after the band started. I basically had an old Marshall head that somebody blew the transformer on. I went to get it repaired, and the amp repair guy gave me this amp, and of course I had to give it back to him. And I searched for so long to find something to recreate that tone. And I found this little big muff, and the rest is history. It's an old vintage one that I picked up used, and I've had it ever since, and that's it. Anything yet, but we plan to when we get back after this tour, and my goal is in the next 2 years to have another record out, and not 10. I got some riffs in the riff crypt, but too early of stages. Acid King is a lot of work as it is, and I'd be open to collaborations. Who I would collaborate with, Mark Lanigan. Not a heavy rock band. I love him. So, I'd do something different, I think. I probably will know when the time is right to stop. You know what I mean? I want to take this moment now that there's so many fans and so many people that are listening to it, to carry on. But I don't have any definite, there's no, this is the last record or this is it. It'll be done when it's done, whenever that may be. Tour when I want to tour. I pick the length. I'm in charge. So I think it works for me. We don't play a lot. We maybe tour once a year. We haven't been to Europe for a couple of years, so I pick and choose. If you play all the time, I think then it comes like more of a job. I don't do this for my living. I do it, for my passion. So I think that's the key. Well, the first European tour was absolutely terrible. That was a disaster in 2005, that first European tour. But when we came, we actually had fans. Actually played at the Underworld, and it was really crowded. And we were like, wow, we have fans. It was really weird. It used to be that we were always more popular in Europe, like almost everybody in the United States, for the most part, in this kind of music, is more popular here than the United States. The last U.S. tour was very good, but we hadn't toured the U.S. in almost 10 years. So now we have a good fan base in the U.S. as well. So it's more similar, than it was. But it's always fun playing in Europe. London's always fun. There's always a big fan base. And we have some good friends that totally helped us on that like disastrous tour that we'll never forget. They're coming to the show tonight. So London always has a place, in my heart. So excited to play tonight.